Tater knows there ain't no pot that's too big. Fat Tater knows ain't no such thing as a kitchen that's too small. So come on up into the room and grab yourself a big old spoon. Come on, wild Fat Tater. Come on now, Fat Tater. Come on, wild Fat Tater cooks it all.
Hello again, and welcome to the second episode of Fat Tater Cooks It All. Today we're going to learn why it's called Fat Tater Cooks It All, because I cook a lot of different stuff, not just biscuits and gravy and cobblers and home cooking. Today we're going to be cooking from Thailand. This is my wok hay. It's got my wok and it's got hay. Today we're going to be cooking green curry. Green curry is a traditional dish of Thailand. Originally, green curry is from central Thailand, but you can get it all over the country. Where I learned to make it was from a friend of mine's wife. She was from Korat, which I understand is from northern Thailand. It's Gang Gyao Wan. Gai. Today is Gai. Gai means chicken, so today we're making chicken green curry. So it would be Gang Gyao Wan Gai. Typically, Thai food is very spicy, and when I say very spicy, I don't mean spicy like your grandma made spicy. I mean spicy like you don't understand spicy. We kind of dumb it down for our family, but we also have Thai chilies on the side, in case you want to spice it up, because I like very, 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 very hot. On this channel, I'm going to try to stay as authentic as I can. I really do strive for authenticity. However, there's some things that I'm just not eating, and an eggplant is one of them. Sorry, I'm not eating an eggplant. Traditionally, green curry is made with eggplant, and I'm not eating that. Sorry, we don't eat it with my family doesn't eat it. I don't know if my kids like it. I've never cooked it, so they may or may not like it. I don't know, but I'm not eating it. With my Thai friends that taught me how to make this dish, they gave me the acceptable substitute, so I'm going to be using potatoes in place of eggplants. My friend Nitya, who taught me how to make this dish, gave me an acceptable substitute for eggplant because not happening. So today we're going to be using potato instead of eggplant. And I have my special guest, my favorite person in the world, my wife.
Hi,
I mean, honestly, you're here to see me. So let's take our wok with hay and get started. We're going to be using a flat bottom wok. If you don't have a wok, you can use a frying pan. I've seen it made in a pot. It's fine. But if you have a flat bottom wok, you're not going to need anything. If you're using a round bottom wok, you're going to need a wok ring. This one is made for my stove. It fits on my stove, and it's made to keep your wok from becoming on top of Old Smoky and rolling off the table onto the floor. But today we're going to be using my flat bottom wok. This is my favorite wok. It's old, but I like it. First things first, high heat. Most of Asian cooking is going to be loud and fast. Chinese, Thai, Japanese, most Asian countries, they cook hot and fast. You probably want to cook this hotter than your stove in your house is capable of, which is why I have a 20,000 BTU burner, so I can get that wok hay. Hi. When you get to this point, you want to have all your ingredients set up and ready to go, because it's going to go quick from this point forward. With the exception of today, I need to cook the potatoes. So we're going to go with hot water and just cook the potatoes, get them al dente before we throw them in the pool.
Great success.
I like my potatoes naked. I don't like them with clothes on. Peel your potatoes. Nobody wants dirt in their green curry. Typically I would use about 2 normal sized russet potatoes. Today I'm using 2 normal sized ones and 1 big whopper because, like I said, we're feeding a healthy crowd. So I'm pretty much doubling everything. The way Nitya taught me how to make this was with green beans. I have ordered it in many different restaurants. I've eaten it at the Thai temple, that is a Thai New Year's holiday festival with more Thai food than you can pronounce or eat. And I've had it very, very different ways. Some places they'll put peppers, green peppers, red bell peppers. Sometimes they'll put bamboo shoots. Some people put, you don't often see it with onion, but I have seen it with onion. But the most traditional way is normally going to be green beans and eggplant. But we've already discussed the eggplant. We are going to go with the green beans. Under normal circumstances, these would be cooked with like a Chinese long bean. If you're not familiar with the Chinese long bean, it's a green bean that's about 18 inches, 2 feet long. They're big, big, long, and they're very good, but they're a bit pricey. You can source them at your Asian markets, but they're a bit pricey. They're worth it. They're good. But today we're just going to use regular old green beans, but they need to be fresh. Don't use canned green beans because this is not going to take this is not the meal for that. And I just cut them up into size that you would want on your spoon. You don't want a 8-inch green bean on your spoon. This is a lot of green beans to be cutting at one time, so bear with me. I brought the potatoes to a rolling boil and then forgot we weren't filming and added the green beans the last 2 or 3 minutes. We want to get the potatoes good and cooked, al dente, where they will break apart in your fingers like that. They are super, super hot, so if you want to pick them up, do it. But put the green beans into the potatoes for the last few minutes because you want to get them softened up but not cooked well. Okay, you've got these blanched and that's hot. Don't touch that. We're just going to strain these and set them aside for right now. Today, I'm going to be using 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Typically for a family of 4, I would say you would only need 2 chicken breasts, but we're feeding a healthy sized crowd today, so I'm going to kind of double the recipe. So the way I like it is you're going to want to take very thin slices of chicken. Very thin slices. They cook faster. With Thai cooking, you don't typically want to brown your meat in most cases, unless it's a grilled dish. But in a lot of the curries and stuff, you don't want to brown your meat. Usually you want to cook it a little lighter. Whenever I said that the cooking goes fast, now is that time. I'm just going to put some oil in the pan, whatever you want, canola oil, vegetable oil. Generally you wouldn't use like olive oil or something like that because it imparts a lot of flavor, and olive oil has a great flavor, but not for what we're doing. And we're just going to go chicken in the pan, and the pan don't go. We don't need to worry about overcrowding the pan because we don't really want to sear. If there's a little bit of steam and a little bit of boiling, it's not going to be an issue for this type of cooking. Generally speaking, you don't want to overcrowd your pan, but in this situation, we're not looking for sear, we're not looking for color, so the steam that overcrowding the pan creates is not going to be an issue in this application. Okay, so we've cooked our chicken for about 4 minutes, and this is probably 3 pounds of chicken, maybe 4, I don't really know. It was 4 good sized breasts. There's a couple of different schools of thought on the way this next step is done. Me personally, I take the easy route. There are other people that say, and I'll show you my way, and I'll tell you the other way. The other way is you take the fat from the coconut milk, you take this chicken out, you put the fat from the coconut milk in, use that as your fat, and then you put your green curry paste in with that fat, and you cook the green curry paste. That adds a little bit of flavor, is what they say. I don't really know. The way I was showed how to do it from a lady from Thailand, and the other way is also very Thai as well. I guess it's, you know, your grandma makes biscuits one way, mine makes them another. The other way, the way that I do it is, to me, a lot simpler. There's a lot less in and out, in and out. But we're gonna show you the way I do it. I shake my milk up, coconut milk. Everything that I use is a product of Thailand. I don't use coconut milk from South Florida or wherever. I don't know why, but I think it tastes better. And the Thai lady that showed me how to make this, I forgot to shake this up, but this is what you get. This is what you would use. This is the fat from the coconut milk. This is what you would use, and you'll see the water come in later. That fat is what you would use if you fried the green curry paste in the fat first, and then they fry the chicken in that. I think that's too many steps. Don't come for me. This is Aldi milk, but it does say product of Thailand, so it's an acceptable substitute. I didn't have any chicoa, or I didn't have enough, because like I said, we're feeding several people tonight. So I'm going to use 4 cans. Typically, you would only use 2 cans. I got enough of the good stuff in there to hold us over. But to me, it's a lot thinner, which means I'm not going to add as much water. Typically, I would add 2 cans of coconut milk and maybe 1 can of either water or chicken stock. Water's cheaper. Water's more readily available, so I usually use water. If I have some chicken stock in the refrigerator or something left over, then I would use that. Certainly it's going to add a little flavor. But typically I would put 2 cans of coconut milk and 1 can of water. I'm going to add 1 can of water because this stuff is kind of viscous. If I had 4 cans of chicoa, then I would have added 4 cans of chicoa coconut milk and 2 cans of water. But since that was a little thin, I decided to go with 1 can of water. At this point, you want to be careful unless you got somebody else cleaning your stove for you. Which I do, by the way.
Hi.
A few things about the different ingredients. This is green curry paste. It can be bought, and this is my favorite company. It's called Messery. This is Prick King curry paste. This is a different kind of curry. It'll say on the can green curry. Get the one with green curry. I don't have the can right now. I just got the bowl. But this brand, Messery, M-A-E-S-R-I, Messery. But this is Prick King, like I said. You don't want Prick King. Well, you do want Prick King. Prick King's great, but not for green curry. I typically buy green curry paste. When I say typically, I mean always, 100% of the time, because there's a laundry list of ingredients in it. There's stuff like lemongrass and coriander and shallots and galangal, garlic, shrimp paste, lime zest, ground coriander, ground cumin, white pepper, turmeric, chopped coriander, which to all you white folks is cilantro, cayenne pepper, Thai chilies. There's a lot of stuff in it. You can make your own. Make your own. Google the recipe. I'm not going to give you one because I don't have a good one. This is the way I was taught to do it. And I don't know why she did it this way, but I do it that way because that's the way I was taught to do it by somebody who grew up cooking this dish their whole life. So you would take 1 healthy spoonful and get a spoonful of the coconut milk, and she always mixed it in the spoon. Don't know why, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Double the green curry paste. Typically you would use one heaping spoonful. It's probably about a tablespoon and a half.
Look at it and I'll zoom up in.
This is fresh Thai basil. Thai basil is outstanding. I love it. It smells so good. I could plant a whole lawn full of this just so I could walk through it and smell it. I love it so much. But we're going to take a whole heaping helping of this, and I'm actually going to run a knife through it. Just eat nothing fancy, just to break it up some. So it's better if you got big leaves, you can rip them apart. If you rip them apart, you get a little better burst of flavor. Whole heaping helping of Thai basil. We're gonna take 2 tablespoons of sugar. Maybe a little more. And I use about 4 tablespoons of fish sauce, plus a little more. I don't use salt in mine. I don't think, a lot of recipes call for salt, but I don't think you should use salt because fish sauce is pretty much liquid salt, as is soy sauce. And if I'm gonna add salt, why not add flavor with the salt? Okay, one key ingredient is missing from this. Not key ingredient, one very important ingredient that I don't have and I can't get. It's a kaffir lime leaf. You can get them, they are available in certain times of the year. I used to have a plant, but the cold got it and it died. But a little bitty 8-inch tall plant is about $60 for the plant. If you want a big 3-4 foot tall plant, you're gonna pay $150 for it. And with our climate here, I can't justify it dying. So I leave it out. Now we're just gonna add our beans and potatoes, or our beans and eggplants. Thai eggplants are a little bitty, they're like golf ball size. If you like eggplants, I suggest using those, but I'm not. Now we cook the rice. This is my rice pot. It's very old and very decrepit, and it's pretty gnarly looking. However, it makes a mean pot of rice. I don't do rice cookers or none of that, but I'm gonna show you the easy way. If you cook rice this way, you can't go wrong. You take how much ever rice you want. I'm gonna cook a considerable amount of rice because I'm cooking a hefty amount of people tonight. I say hefty amount of people. I think I'm cooking about, we got about what, 9? Something like that. So I'm gonna use 4 cups of rice, which is gonna be considerable. If you're one of those people who has to have measurements, you can cook 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water, and you can have soggy rice. You can cook 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of water, and your rice is probably gonna come out pretty good if you cook it the way I'm telling you to cook it. However, this is how I cook it. It does not matter how much rice you put in this pot. Hopefully I'm not yelling, but I'm talking over the water. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wash the rice. Wash the rice, washy rice, washy. Like they say at the Carnival Cruise Lines, washy. See all that white water going out? That is all starch. You're getting rid of, you're kind of taking out a little bit of the starch. We got plenty of starch in the potatoes. We got plenty of starch in the rice. We got plenty of starch everywhere. You really don't need it. But the Chinese, they say wash your rice 3 times. I don't know why. Because they have figured it out, I guess. So now the trick is, it does not matter how much rice you put in the pot. It works. Don't ask me why it works, but it works. Fill the rice up with hot water. The rice with the tip of your finger, and the water needs to come just below your first knuckle. Well, it goes below my first knuckle. If you got little hands, it'll go to your first knuckle. If you can touch the rice, and it comes just below your first knuckle, that much water over top of the rice works. You're gonna have perfect rice every time. High heat where it don't lick up the side of the pot, and cover it. Cover your rice now on high heat with your specifically pot ready made, specific to this pot lid. Or specific to anything you want to eat on it, because it's not a lid, it's a plate. Surprise, it's a plate. You're gonna let this ride until it becomes to a rolling boil. Once it comes to a rolling boil, cut the heat all the way to the very least amount of heat. Don't cut it off, cut it to the very least amount of heat. Leave it there for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you can open the rice up and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be fluffy. If you put too much water in it, it might be a little bit moist. At that point, just leave the lid off of it, let it sit for a while. It'll steam out the rice, the water that's in it. So what I'm doing now, because my family does not all eat hot, this is a bird's eye chili. It's otherwise known as a Thai chili. They're hot. They're probably 10 times hotter than a jalapeno. Maybe not that much. They're hot. They're good and hot, a lot hotter than a jalapeno. But what I'm doing now, because my family does not like hot, well, my wife and my daughter do not like hot. Me and my son like hot. So what I'm doing is I'm making what's called prick nam pla. Prick nam pla means, directly translated to hot fish sauce. So we're gonna make hot fish sauce as a condiment, which is available. If you've ever eaten at a Thai restaurant, it's on the table usually. It's a little bowl of fish sauce and it's got little peppers floating around in it. I have some that's already made. I'm just gonna add to it. I mean, with all the heat and all the salt and all the everything, the fermentation and everything that's going on in there, it's not gonna go bad. It's gonna evaporate before it goes bad. Because, well, fish sauce is already fermented. Don't be scared of fish sauce. Fish sauce smells horrible out of the bottle. But as soon as you put heat to it, as soon as you warm it up, it gives such a bold, unique flavor. It really is. It's a key ingredient in Thai cooking. And if you don't like fish sauce, you're not gonna like Thai cooking. However, don't go on the name because the name is deceiving. Well, it is made with fish, but so is Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. You got that Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce is made by fermenting anchovies. So take that, put it in your pipe and smoke it. But it's made with fish. I don't know what kind of fish, but it's made with Thai. I don't speak Thai, and the fish in Thailand speak Thai. It's made with fish. But so is a lot of things that you eat that you probably like. So give it a chance. Fish sauce is an amazing condiment. It's an amazing additive. It's an amazing ingredient. Just don't drink it by itself because it's pretty pungent. For those of us that like heat, we can put this on that and make it hot for ourselves. That's gonna be hot. Our rice is a rolling boil. We're gonna give it a stir. Nothing's gonna be stuck because there's so much water in here. This is a rolling boil. You can see it boiling still. Now we're gonna cut this all the way down. All the way down to the barest little heat that we can get out of our stove. I'm gonna leave that sit for 15 minutes. After 15, 20 minutes on low, you get this. Perfect rice every time. If you come get it at a restaurant, it's going to come in a bowl with a side of rice, and you'll probably have a separate plate to eat it on where you would mix it up. Get yourself a helping of rice. Get yourself a helping of green curry. All right, another thing, have you ever heard of the Asian squat? How they squat down? The Asians typically, it's called the Asian squat. I didn't name it, don't come for me. Asians also have Teflon mouths. They eat stuff that's like, it's screaming hot. I'm not going to. This is too hot. That's gooder than snuff on a sweet tater. So there you have it. Green curry. It's an amazing dish. You can probably get it at virtually any Thai restaurant that I've ever been to. Basically, the whole idea of my channel is for you to get off of your roast beef and casserole eating country bumpkin butt and try something different. There's so much good food in this world. So much good food that we can enjoy, and then we can share a meal with our loved ones, and we can enjoy different cultures from different parts of the world. Get out and try something new. Cook it yourself. If you don't want to cook it yourself, try it at a restaurant and then try to cook it yourself. It really is great. Green curry. Outstanding.
Perfect.
Do we get it?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
Sun is peeking over the eastern pine. Got a cup of coffee and I'm feeling fine. No clouds inside, just a bright blue sky. Nothing but a smile as the world goes by.